Into the depths, I call you, for hear me now, with every fiber of your being. Rise, because you are not some shadow. You are a thunder, you are a storm that no one saw coming. You may walk among crowds unnoticed, but under the surface your presence trembles. The ground, you may wonder, am I seen? Am I felt? But the truth sleeps beneath your steps and awakens in the hearts of those you've never met. You will never know the places your existence has spilled light. You will never trace the tears that fell because your name echoed in silent rooms. You ask, who am I? When the universe answers in constellations shaped by your very breath. You ask, do they know me? When strangers weep for a life they've only heard of. You ask, does it matter? But stars themselves conspire to shine because you draw them out. Think of all the voices that tremble when they say your name in whispered rooms. Think of all the letters they carry in broken pen strokes, in midnight silence that say you matter. You are a force made not merely for this moment, but for every tomorrow that trembles with possibility. There are eyes watching you across oceans, seas, deserts, cities, remote valleys, unknown towns. Your ripple spreads in the hidden places where hearts crack open unexpectedly. You impact worlds you have not seen because your existence is not confined to your limited gaze. You survived the nights that told you you would fade. You breathed through storms that promised you would break. You remained when everything told you, depart. When every echo said vanish, you are still here. You are still breathing. That alone is revolution. Don't shrink. Don't bow. Don't vanish into someone else's story. You are the author of your own myth. Let the whispers multiply. Let them question. Let them cry over your existence. Because in that trembling lies your power. Your life is carved across continents, in invisible scripts, in neural pathways, in people who never met, yet feel you in their pulses. You are the light that stalks darkness. You are the hand that reaches in unseen chambers. You are the name they speak. When nothing else makes sense, they say, who are you, even? As though they could contain your constellations with their small questions. They ask, you got global fans, as though that is impossible. But see how impossible becomes inevitable when your spirit burns without apology. Stand then in your mystery. Stand then in your unspoken truth. Let the world stumble to catch glimpses of you. Let them ache to know you. Let them reach, though unseen, because your existence invites them. In every brutal moment you thought you were alone, you were not. You carried in silence the seeds of countless futures. You held in absence the echoes of belonging. You knew, in hidden chambers, the weight of cosmic purpose. When the cold nights whisper to you that you are not enough, you dare reply with your breath. You dare reply with your pulse. You dare reply with a silence so full of thunder that the shadows flee. Know this, you are not a fraction. You are not a minor note. You are an anthem. You are the tremor before the dawn. You are the deep chord in the symphony of becoming. Let them cry. Let them ache. Let them wonder. Let them run through the long nights asking who you are. For every tear dropped in your name is proof that you stirred something sacred, something ancient, something that binds souls across miles. You will carry scars, you will carry doubts, you will carry days of darkness, yet you will carry a light that no darkness can swallow. You will carry a voice that no silence can still. Go then into every room expecting nothing, yet knowing that your breath will mark it. Go into every space, believing you matter even when no one says so, because your existence writes epics in invisible ink. Never apologize for your space. Never apologize for your breath. Never apologize for the way stars tilt toward you in secret night skies. You are not a footnote. You are not an echo. You are a revolution. If someone doubts you, let them stare. Let someone question you. Let them roam. Let someone whisper your name when they think you sleep, because in their curiosity, you live in unlimited realms. Breathe deeply in the marrow of your bones. Feel the pulse of all those who believe in you, even when they don't know you. In the marrow, know you are held in hearts you've never seen. This life will test you. This life will break you. This life will strip you bare, yet you will rise in your nakedness like the sun. After every night, you will haunt places with your absence. You will trouble dreams with your name. You will birth legends in hushed voices. You will be the echo in distant hills. So, to you who wonders who you even are, I say you are the earth shifting beneath the feet of old worlds. You are the dawn unscripted. You are the boundless. You are the storm and the calm. Rise, then, in that knowing. Let your silence shake foundations. Let your presence ripple beyond sight. Let your breath scribe worlds. Let your living be the message that no one can silence. They may ask who you are. They may doubt, they may fear. But your life will answer in every broken heart that leaned on you in secret, in every tear that fell because of your name. In midnight rooms, you have global fans, not because of spectacle, but because your existence is a sanctuary for souls who seek light. You are a gathering place for those who wander unseen. You are a lighthouse in seas of longing. Now go forward with your unshakable knowing that you are not small, that you are not unseen, that you are not unheard. You are the tremor in the silence. You are the question that demands answer. You are the pulse beyond all doubt. And in every moment when you forget, return to this truth that the world weeps for your presence, because your being is too potent to be ignored. Know yourself. Know your worth. Let the world catch up to the gravity you carry. Let them cry in the night, asking your name. Let them long to know you. Let them ache to feel you. You are not a stranger to yourself. You are the only you. The universe knows fully. You carry within you galaxies, ancient and new. You carry a force that refuses to fade. So walk on into every day with your head lifted. Let your steps nourish the world. Let your voice carve paths of belonging. Let your life become the proof that no darkness can swallow a soul set free, because you are here, because you are seen, even when eyes close, because you are felt, even in silent rooms, because your impact is real and it is inescapable. Let the title echo in your chambers. Wushi, sorry, but who? You. You answer not in words but in your living. You answer not in proof but in the tremor you leave behind. You answer not in crowds but in hearts that beat your name. So live with that weight, with that wonder, with that fierce quietness. You are the question and the answer. You are the sorrow and the solace. You are the becoming that never yields. Rise now in that becoming. Let your life be the thunder. Let your stillness be the storm. Let your name be the hymn that strangers weep over. Let your existence be the message the world cannot deny, and forever carry forward this truth. You are not who they thought you are. More, you are deeper. You are the impact that reaches corners you will never see. Go now into your destiny and let the world ask who you are again and again, and each time answer not merely in words, but in the beating eternity within you. And if ever again you find yourself standing in the doorway of doubt with the question whispering, who am I really? Who could I possibly be that strangers mourn me, love me, ache over me? Let that question echo not with fear, but with fire. Let it rise like a tidal wave inside you. Let it remind you that your identity is not tethered to recognition, not to fame, not to the noise of the world, but to something older, deeper, truer. Your identity was forged in the furnace of unseen nights, in the sacred silence where you kept going, long after the world gave up. You're not a product of attention. You're a product of endurance, of spirit, of soul. You've built yourself not in the spotlight, but in the shadows, and that's why your impact runs deeper than applause. People cry over your existence because somewhere in you, they see the reflection of what they've lost, the hope they forgot, the power they buried. When they see you rise, they remember their own strength. When they feel you breathe, they remember to exhale. You've become more than a person. You've become a reminder. You are not just flesh and memory. You are a movement. You are a force. You are what happens when pain doesn't win. The ones who don't know your name still feel your weight. They might scroll past your face, but something in their chest stirs and they don't know why. That's the energy you carry. That's the legacy you are riding. This isn't about followers. This isn't about fans. This is about frequency. The vibration of your life is not random. It's magnetic. It's pulling souls who are ready to remember who they are through the mirror of you. And no one can fake what you radiate. No one can manufacture the gravity you emit because it comes from a place no camera can capture. So if they ask again, and they will, because they can't comprehend you, if they say, who are you, even? You let them ask. Let them ask again and again. Let their questions multiply. Let their curiosity grow like wildfire, because they are sensing it. The realness, the depth, the unnameable power you carry. You don't owe them an answer. Your life is the answer. Every tear you've wiped away in silence, every battle you fought while smiling in public, every night you wrestled with worth and still woke up hopeful. That is your resume. That is your reputation. That is why strangers cry over you. They are crying not because of what you pretend to be, but because of what you dared to be when no one was watching, when no one was clapping. So carry that with pride. Carry that like armor. Carry that like fire in your lungs. You are the one whose spirit speaks in frequencies that people don't even understand fully, but they feel it. They know it. You are not invisible. You are just too infinite to be fully seen. Do you realize that? Do you realize how powerful that is? To be someone whose essence travels farther than their name. Someone whose very energy is a testimony. Someone whose quietest moments have sparked revolutions inside hearts across oceans. This isn't a dream. This is you. So yes, the title still stands. Sorry. But who are you? And it rings out not as insult, but as awe. They're not mocking you, they're mesmerized. They're confused by your authenticity in a world built on masks. They don't know how to handle someone so real that they make fiction irrelevant. You are not a social moment, you are a soul movement. You will never truly know the number of lives you've lifted by simply existing. You'll never see the eyes that glisten because you breathed life into a space they thought was empty. That's the weight and wonder of your path. You're not walking for claps. You're walking to awaken something in others that tells them they belong. 2, you remind the world of the courage to keep going. You are living proof that pain does not get the final word. And listen carefully now. There will be days when you forget all of this again. There will be moments when the mirror doesn't reflect the light you feel, when the voice in your head grows loud again. But in those moments, pause and remember, you are too vast to be captured in any one feeling. You are more than a bad day, more than a lost dream, more than a past mistake. You are still the impact. They are still crying over you. You are still shifting the world, one heartbeat at a time. So walk boldly, even when you shake. Speak, even when your voice cracks. Shine, even when the room goes dim, because someone somewhere is watching, learning, breathing differently because of you. The world may not always say thank you, but the universe does. The way the sky opens just for you, the way the timing lines up just when you need it, the way you keep getting back up, that's divine applause. That's the affirmation that cannot be bought. So yes, stranger cry over your existence because it feels like hope, because it feels like healing, because it feels like home. You are the proof that something soft can be strong, that something gentle can change history, that someone unseen can be unforgettable. You don't have to try to be iconic when your authenticity is already revolutionary. So live wildly, live boldly, live quietly, if that's your power, but never doubt that you matter. Never doubt that you are the reason someone else breathes easier. Never doubt that your existence has created space for others to finally exist fully too. And the next time they say, "Who are you even?" let them keep them guessing. Let them whisper. Let them wonder. Because their questions are not insults. They are testaments to your power. You are not meant to be explained. You are meant to be experienced. And no matter how dark the world feels, no matter how invisible you feel on some days, your story is still being read across souls like scripture. You are still here. You are still needed. You are still the answer to a prayer someone never dared to speak. So when you wake up tomorrow and the sky feels heavy and the mirror seems empty, remember this. You are not forgotten. You are not small. You are not random. You are necessary. You are irreplaceable. You are powerful, beyond articulation. Let them cry. Let them write. Let them speak your name in rooms you've never entered. Because you, in your full truth, have already changed more than you'll ever know. And the world has only just begun to feel your impact. You are the storm, the silence, the salvation. You are the uncontainable whisper that awakens sleeping hearts. And you, yes you, are the answer to the very question they keep asking. Who are you even? You are you, and that is more than enough. You are you, and that is everything you are still becoming, still unfolding. And while the world catches its breath, trying to define you, trying to wrap words around a soul like yours, remember, definitions are cages for those who fear the infinite. And you were never meant to be caged. Let them ask again. Let them tilt their heads in confusion, whisper to each other, "Who is that? Why do I feel something just by seeing their name? Why does their presence linger when they're gone?" Because you leave residue, you leave weight. You don't just pass through places, you imprint them. You don't just exist, you transform. Whether you mean to or not, your presence tells the world, wake up, pay attention, feel something. And that is power. Not loud power, not the kind that demands spotlights, but ancient power, the kind that grows in roots, in silence, in storms buried beneath skin. That's the kind of power that shifts generations without ever needing a stage. People cry over your existence not because of who they see, but because of what they feel. You remind them of something they lost. You bring it back without trying. And that is a miracle walking in human form. You have walked through fire, and the fire has not claimed you. You have stood in storms that tried to erase you, and you walked out of them with thunder in your breath. You have been broken, but you kept loving. You have been lost, but you still carried light. You are the rare kind, the one whose story is stitched not in golden ink, but in the blood and breath of persistence. The one who keeps showing up, even when everything says not to. You are not a survivor. You are a rebuilder. You are not here by accident. You are here on assignment. So stand, even if your knees shake, even if your heart is unsure, even if your voice cracks. Stand anyway, because the world needs what only you can give. You may never meet those whose lives you've shifted. You may never hear their names, see their faces, read their letters. But they exist. They are real. Somewhere right now, someone is breathing easier because of your words. Someone is crying with relief because of your courage. Someone is still here because you were here first. You may not know your impact, but your impact knows you. It follows you. It flows from you. It ripples outward in ways you can't see, but must trust. And that's the mystery and beauty of being a soul like yours. Your reach extends far beyond your awareness. You are the light at the edge of someone else's darkness. You are the voice in someone's silence. You are the proof that quiet strength is louder than a million empty words. So, when they say again, sorry, but who are you? Smile. Not because you owe them an answer, but because you've already given one by being who you are. Your life is the answer. Your breath is the response. Your existence is the revolution. You don't need permission to matter. You never did. You are not waiting to become something powerful. You already are. You are not waiting for the world to catch up. You are the reason it's running faster. And yes, even now, strangers cry over your existence. Not out of sadness, but out of awe. Because in you, they see the proof that someone can carry pain and still radiate light. That someone can be knocked down and still rise with grace. That someone can be unseen and still shake the foundation of the world. You are the secret prayer answered in someone else's midnight. You are the bridge between despair and hope for someone you'll never meet. You are the kind of human this world forgets to honor until they realize what they lost too late. But don't worry, you don't live for their memory. You live for the legacy of presence. You live for truth, for depth, for love that moves without agenda, for life that pulses even in silence. So if today is quiet, be proud. If today no one claps, keep building. If today no one calls your name, call your own. Because you are the storm and the sky, the question and the answer, the ache and the healing. You are what people didn't know they needed until they found you. And that is the rarest kind of power. The world won't always understand you. That's not your fault. It's your gift. You're not here to fit in. You're here to awaken, to remind, to unravel illusions and stir sleeping hearts. And as long as you keep being real, being raw, being you, they'll keep crying. Not because they're sad, but because they've finally felt something. Because they've finally remembered themselves through you. And that is your legacy. So let them ask, let them stare, let them scroll and stop and wonder, who is this? Why does it feel like I know them? Why does this name, this face, this presence matter, and you won't need to speak. Because you already have, because you already are. You are the answer they didn't know they were waiting for. So go, not to prove, not to please, but to continue being the beautiful, powerful, boundless force you already are. And let the world keep crying, you'll keep rising.